Now, for more on what critics and audiences expect to see from Crazy Rich Asians, I'm joined by entertainment journalist Pavlina Osta. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's start with the importance of this film, not just in terms of the casting, but the message it sends to studios about the market for Asian films in the US.
So the market for Asian movies in the U.S. obviously there's not a lot of them. There hasn't been an all-Asian cast with an Asian American lead in 25 years, so that's pretty ridiculous. But I think this change will be absolutely fantastic, and I think American audiences will really enjoy it.
And so talk about some of the themes that you think will resonate most with audiences.
What I think will resonate most about the movie to just audiences in general is obviously it's a rom-com, and the box office has been really saturated with a lot of action and suspense and superhero movies. So I think this rom-com will be absolutely fantastic. And since there's so much news about it being really breaking news, it's breaking a lot of stereotypes. I think audiences like you said will really enjoy it.
Now, even though this is a comedy, there have been a lot of criticisms from the film, from how Asians are represented to the colorism when it comes to standards of beauty and the focus on Singaporeans of Chinese origin. What is your take on the criticism that the film is receiving?
Well, all the criticism I've seen has actually been really good. It has a 96% rating, on Rotten Tomatoes. All of the critics' reports have been absolutely fantastic. And I have seen, I actually have seen some of the negative sides as well, but they said that a lot of the actors have, a lot of different roles and they have very different personalities. So there won't be any of that stereotypical not being able to see the difference between the characters.
Now, when you're breaking ground with a film like this, how tough is it to essentially please everyone and represent everyone?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
When it comes to a breakthrough film like this, how tough is it to please everyone?
Oh, it can be really hard to please everyone, especially when a lot of people have ideas of what they're going to go see when they're going in to go see a movie. It might not be something that they expect, but the movie is based off a book, and I think it'll be a nice surprise for everyone, especially to have, like we've said before, this all Asian cast.
And what do you think about comparisons between Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians in terms of this push to really support films with all minority casts?
I absolutely love this. Personally, I thought Black Panther was absolutely amazing, and I think it's so fantastic to have African-American, superheroes and leading female, doctors and everything. So to have that for the Asian community as well is absolutely fantastic, and I think it's so needed. And it's been something that has had a long road coming.
Now, the original book was inspired by real people, according to author Kevin Kwan. So, according to data firm Wealth Insight, 1 in 34 people in Singapore are millionaires. So, would you say that Crazy Rich Asians gives an accurate representation when it comes to Singapore's economy?
I definitely think so. I have a lot of friends from Singapore, and they're all pretty well off. But Singapore is actually the sixth richest country in the world, and it's the third richest country in Asian countries. So it's pretty high up there as one of the richest countries.
Now, naturally, brands have been falling all over themselves to really try and cash in on the film. So, what are your thoughts on Crazy Rich Asian merchandise projections?
So their merchandise, I haven't seen a whole lot of actual merchandise for the movie just because, it is so new and everything. But that whole luxury lifestyle, I think, is going to be really big. So Asians are actually, for example, with Louis Vuitton, they are the #1 buyers of Louis Vuitton. So I think, luxury items are definitely going to be coming in the forefront. And what else is really interesting is that Asians have never really been fashion trendsetters. We've kind of looked to the Kardashians or Paris Hilton or someone like that to be setting our fashion trends. And I think this movie will really be setting waves in the fashion world as well, especially, like I said, with luxury items.
All right, thank you so much. Entertainment journalist there, Pavlina Osta.